Well, he inherited the failed economic policies of his lunatic predecessor, and his approval is below 50%. I speak, of course, of Ronald Reagan at the end of his first year. You know, turning this around takes a while. David, you're wrong. The market hasn't gone up in the past 6 months. It went up between March and September. That was back when Obama had a lot of momentum, and it had to do with fixing the financial system.
Well, in all things related to the market, Rich, you look at trends. You don't look at day-to-day action.
Since the Massachusetts election,
and the trend that we're looking at right now is pretty clear, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, there was a poll out on Friday. 77% of investors, according to a Bloomberg poll, said this president is anti-business. Now, eventually, you know, he's going to get the message, and I think he's going to tack toward the center. And I think the market has been discounting that possibility. Now, it's always possible, you know, that he's going to be suicidal and ride this left-wing program off a cliff, but I think he's smarter than that ultimately.
By the way, did you see Victoria? She was so cute. She raised her hand. Usually people just jump in, but go ahead, Victoria.
My turn? Well, I agree with Liz that some of these bank regulations are necessary, but and here's where I don't agree. He still talks in various populist terms, and that's where business gets scared, because business gets scared that he's going to target the winners, and just think that it's Washington's job to determine the winners and the losers in American business, and that's very harmful to business growth and to the market.
We should talk about the government bubble being the fourth bubble, as Newt Gingrich puts it, and also the fact that the Federal Reserve has this quantum leap in this balance sheet that has created excess monetary reserves in the economy, according to Art Laffer. You take the colonial age printing of money to date, and then you multiply it by 10. And how do you remove that bubble out of the economy? That's what Wall Street is really worried about.
I'm a simple guy. I just look at the amount of money that the government is spending right now compared to the amount of money it used to. It used to spend a lot of money, but now it's spending so much more. But finally, there is pushback. The president is not getting everything he wants with these government programs. The market's got to look at that as a positive, no?
Oh, absolutely. And again, when they did mark-to-market accounting, that wasn't from the administration. That was Congress and the banks saying you're destroying this thing. And in terms of the dollar, if they don't just do something to stabilize the dollar, that's a huge tax on the economy.
You know, I'll tell you something.
The market rose during much of Bush's presidency, even though his ratings were falling as well. And that's because during the latter years of the Bush presidency, just like in Obama's presidency, it was a bubble fueled by a weak dollar and excessive government spending.
This president has borrowed and spent more than the President Bush did in the entire 8 years of his office. That's a fact. Yeah. And so you can't, you know, blame Bush makes for a kind of a stale bumper sticker at this point in time when they've really blown out the balance.